That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. Me and Stefan got long hair on this side. The two guys on the right side got long hair.
You gave me some self-esteem.
I always start our podcast off with a little bit of our
like we did the prayer last time. Remember, it went really good.
We're sponsored or brought to you by, like how Sesame Street does it.
Yeah, great. Right after the prayer, let's say some prayer so we get God's grace.
I got backpacks with one of our sponsors.
Okay, and guys, when someone's speaking, try not to and make it short. We're speaking, so we have, because we want to sound professional. Even if we goof up, we also can fix it later. But I'm just, if it don't sound good, everybody go boo, and don't get buttered. Don't get buttered, because that's how we did in school.
Yeah.
We've always had fun. So, we're gonna say a prayer. Father God, we come thanking you for life right now. We thank you for this opportunity. I know for a fact you inspired this, and our facilitator encouraged us. She helped us have the self-esteem, and she facilitated. We thank you for her. She helped so many people. Bless her in her life. Bless her abundantly. Bless her spirit. Bless her heart. Bless these men that acknowledge that God is real in existence, because there's a lot of people that do not believe in God. Help us to do a good, entertaining, and knowledgeable show. We thank you for this moment. You take control. You produce the material. Amen.
Welcome to Thinning the Herd. I want to start off with, the moment of silence. We got a RIP 2 weeks of shows because apparently it's real easy for me to push delete. Excuse me. So yeah, I went to look at some of our videos from March and April, and I was able to delete them. So
the whole show?
Yeah, the whole show was missing. Instead of me sharing the contents or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The game plan wasn't to, but we deleted it. Something about Mental Health Week. That one's gone now. So if you caught it, you're one of the 14 people that seen it. If you could memorize it and send it back, that'd be awesome. And there's another one somewhere out in March. I forget what else it was for, but it's not there anymore. So. But today we are here.
Juan.
I'm your boy Prophet.
Winard.
DJ Slam.
And then Eddie hiding off. He's just off camera.
Ed.
Squeezing in. And then Johnny Boy here.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Big Juan, the bomb, the magic Juan.
Representing Compton.
So today's sponsors is paint. So whenever you see someone graffitiing up and you can't scrub it off, you just paint a new coat on it. Same thing with our lives, man. We can't change what we did. We all got scars, battle wounds.
Oh boy.
Old stitches and things. Every one of those is just reminders of the story of the time we lived and the life that got us to where we're at today.
Amen.
Too late to complain about it. No need to. If you don't like how it looks, just whitewash it and keep trucking, man. Next year, no one will know anything you did 10 years ago unless you tell them.
The community.
Just as long as you keep moving forward, you keep living life. There's that. So there's that. Thank you, paint.
Excellent.
Paint.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And remember,
good.
wherever you are, you can do something to help your community. Now, it's good for the community, that's obvious. But spiritually, when you put a positive effort out there, you're going to get some positive efforts back to you, because karma is very real.
True.
Set your mind on doing positive things, because temptation to do wrong is always going to be there. You could start with baby steps. You can do one little thing. Even saying God bless you to somebody or listening to somebody. You're going to get all that back. That means somebody's going to listen to you. But God rewards you 2, 3, or 4-fold whatever you do for somebody else.
Today we're going to talk a little thing that we were talking about before we started rolling. Was talking about how we can miss some obvious signs. So we're talking about reading the signs today. Being out there, you can't go, like how they say, if you live in a stinky room or you're in a locker room all the time, you'll go nose blind to it. And the only time you can forget to look at things, they say if you don't stop and smell the roses,
you
it's
get
because
desensitized.
you forget where you're at and what you got.
Yeah.
Well, today we're talking about how missing the signs, there's help out there. And a lot of us out there that are in between addresses at the moment tend to think that there's nothing for you because you don't know where to go, and there's no big sign that says, here, this is exactly what you need and exactly where it's at. But if we read the signs, you'll see there's big arrows on Thursdays over. Where's it at, Eddie? The what is it, Bethany's? No, not Bethany's. Down on Truxton.
I can't pronounce the name. First Presbyterian.
Oh, the Presbyterian, yeah, the First Presbyterian Church. They got that signs out there on Thursdays when they pick them out and they'll put them back. But what they're doing there is letting the whole world know, there's some food if you need some food every Thursday, but you don't know until you see it. But if you actually looked at, there's a sign right out front that says Thursdays come through in front of where the flood's at, that back corner on Truxton. So that's the little thing. We were just laughing about how we were walking past the line to go see what was being given at the front of the line, but missing the whole line because we weren't reading the signs.
Yeah, right.
You know, little things like that. You can miss your exit when you're just looking for the next road and not paying attention to your mileage or.
You're gonna see the forest for the trees.
Facts. That's the one.
And see the forest for the trees. That's the good one. That's what you remember.
Yeah.
Right there in front of you, but your business is so close.
So anybody ever can recall a time like that? Like we were just talking about, Eddie and I were talking about, well, we were all talking about it, how walking in to go get in line to go see what kind of food they were giving out, messed around and overshot the whole thing, and had to be told by random people, hey, you know, the line starts back there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be disappointing when your stomach is saying, I need some food, and you're expecting to get it.
Yeah, it'd be discouraging.
Yeah.
Mouth is all watering, you know.
Anyone remember a time where you saw something that was just plain as day, but you couldn't see it until one day? It just, how long has it been here?
Yeah.
You recall any of those moments?
I can think of a couple.
Deja vu stuff. Yeah.
Well, something recently happened to me, and it's funny how people can be really subtle and even charming and stuff, but be out to get you. And like, I'm not saying I'm not no better than anybody else, but sometimes we have to watch out because there's evil energies as well as good God energy. So this one person that I caught stealing something from me, but you know, I like forgave him because you know he knew how to talk the talk, right?
Sorry.
And I needed to get a copy of my mailbox key. Now, they did not inform me, and they knew they didn't, that they had changed our mailboxes from letters to numbers.
Oh wow!
All right.
I got you mixed
Okay.
up.
Yeah, and all of the same boxes might not have been the same.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
yeah. That's
So the individual that I prayed with, and I even did a Bible study with him.
Wow.
When the person that came that passes out the keys came by and said, "Oh, I don't really know which one is yours. What number is yours?" I hadn't even seen that they had changed it from a letter to a number because all our apartment doors have letters on it, and that's what's on the mail. It's a letter, right? The guy that I knew stole something from me. He happened to be walking by and said, "Oh, I know your number. Your box's number is so and so." And I was like,
yeah.
"All right."
And how long was it when they changed the numbers in from letters? Was it before you noticed?
They did it between last Friday and Tuesday because I'd been out there.
And you didn't know until somebody else said something?
No, didn't know.
But you walk by it every day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, missing the signs. Yeah,
missing the signs.
That's another. That's a good example of how you miss the signs.
But check this out. Our facilitator told me, I hadn't even thought about this. As smart as I believe I am, she said, yeah, because I had told her about other incidents. She said, he been watching.
Wow.
Huh? He's been watching this.
He been watching us, the tenants, and he been watching the mailman.
Right.
And I recall twice this guy came up to me, real friendly, and said, "Oh, I got one of your packages."
Oh, okay.
All right.
Right.
So it's like this. The Bible says, I love the Bible. I read a lot of stuff. I've read the Holy Quran backwards and forwards, and I've read the Holy Bible several times over the past 8 years. See, sometimes if we're not paying attention, God could give us a flag, a red flag, to let us know something ain't right. You might not know what's wrong, but you can feel it. Something ain't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Instant.
We have to be looking for that because Satan is very good at distracting you. And I'm telling you who else. Pickpockets, thieves, hustlers.
The sin, the wilderness of sin,
Yeah.
they went around and around for 42 days. They were just right outside of Israel.
Yep.
And they kept going around.
Kept missing that exit.
Yeah.
Missing that exit. Took 40 years of spinning that
Damn,
same
40
Man.
years. Just ain't know.
You're like, you know what?
Yeah, man, what's going on here?
You're supposed to bust a right at the left.
That's
We've been
right.
busting the left this whole time.
And it's the trip. Because, like, when you finally figure it out, it's like, wow, I missed that.
I missed that right here. The last 40 years, man.
Yeah.
Could have saved a lot of struggles.
It's in God's time, though. It's all in God's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we gotta ask.
You guys
We
know
gotta
what?
we gotta ask God to help us to see stuff, to see the writing on the wall.
You guys know what it
You know?
could be a very distracting thing also?
What's that?
When you have a lot of money and you're not ready to manage it the right way.
Worldly
Money
lust.
could be
Worldly lust.
Control that excitement that you
it
got that
could be
cash.
money could control you
Yeah,
and,
man,
and lead you to do negative things instead of doing what is right.
Yeah.
Money isn't the root of all evil. The love of it is.
The love of it, yeah.
Yeah, the love of
Yeah.
it's the root of all evil, not money itself.
But when you're ready for it, you'll be able to manage it for good purposes.
Now,
Right,
look,
right.
now see,
Yeah.
just thinking about it, because sometimes we ain't even expecting prosperity, right?
Sure.
So then when it hit us, it's exciting. And that's natural because you need money, you need something to barter and trade with. So a form of loving money or even worshiping money, and you might not even realize it, you get so excited, you don't even stop to think, okay, now what should I do?
Basically,
With
idol
this
worship.
money.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
idol worship.
but, and you can do that without knowing
Idol.
it.
Your car is an idol. Your
Yeah.
house is an idol. Your
Something
Facebook.
that's, yeah, exactly. It becomes an idol. But something that's kind of strange, a lot of people might not know this little inside fact, that a lot of people that are without an address are not without a fat wad.
True.
I've met more than a few people that were sleeping in tents or under bridges or couch surfing,
And had TVs
but
and
had
air conditioning.
wads and knots. They were carrying more cash than I was and making more per week than I was per month.
That's a hustle.
And just out there hustling sideways, but they're out there still couldn't get an address for, some of them had reasons like, oh, nobody will rent to me because my rental history, or other people are just
save
too
money.
busy.
Might be an
house hopping. Like, I need
excuse, might
to
be a
keep
cover.
jumping spots, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes mental health can be a big thing too. Is,
True.
Oh yeah.
you just
that's a
can't
fact.
physically, mentally connect at the same time to where you'd actually involve it.
We're connecting the dots.
Yeah, so it's not about if we had money, why the heck would we be homeless? Because that's an issue. And that's why we're dealing with, talking about it from all different fonts and angles. You can have money and not have a house. You can have no money and have a house.
Right.
There were a lot of times where I made just enough money to pay the bills and have to go eat at somebody else's house.
70% of
That would
all
be legit.
Americans. 70% of all Americans are living check to check. So they like one check away from being homeless.
Right.
Then
So you gotta remember, it's that close. You can have a job. No,
most people, if suddenly the house burned down,
They're out.
they're homeless.
done.
Because not everybody has some place to go, or a couch to sleep on, or a garage to go kick it with. So anybody can be homeless. So don't get it twisted.
And just a case in point, you might have noticed we got a little snapshots hiding up here. These are not profiles for people that got caught up in the nonsense. These are people that made it out.
Amen.
Right.
Okay, that people that did not want to be
homeless.
did not want to have no address, didn't like sleeping in the streets.
And smart people.
They weren't out there chasing the dope sack. They weren't out there yelling at street signs. They were just a victim of life and circumstances happened. They were just a whole bunch at a bad time in a real short window.
Life happens.
Put them out there.
And it can happen to anybody.
They didn't let that stop
Anytime.
them, and they made it out.
Right.
Yeah.
These glasses right here are on top of a man named Cat Williams.
Yes, sir.
Y'all might know him as, what is it, Money Mike?
Money Mike.
Money
Oh yeah, that was one of his
Overcame-
big characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Overcame adversity.
His first movie role that he got out.
Yeah.
While he was filming that movie, his son and himself were sleeping in their trailer
Yep.
that was designed for them to just be there for makeup and
Exactly.
while you're on the scene.
Right.
So he didn't leave the set of that movie until the wrapping of that movie.
Yeah. And he turned that into a benefit because it was also the first big role for a guy in Saturday After Next, the one who had just come out of prison, and he was like admiring the men. I think his name is Terry.
Terry, yeah, but he was.
But no. But what I'm gonna say is, Cat would rehearse with Terry and a few other people. So while he was in the trailer, they was rehearsing to do this one thing, to make their part good. Yep. Now, this is how this can apply to any of us.
Right.
Do your best.
Come on, it's not about where you're at; it's where you're trying to go.
Right. Because if you get an opportunity to do anything, that might be God's stepping stone for you.
Right.
Do your best. If you're sweeping up, be the best sweeper-upper.
Right.
Somebody told me when I was in the mission, I got assigned.
Where's the mission at?
This particular mission was actually Bethany's at that particular time, so that's on Truxton.
Truxton?
Yeah.
Bethany Church on Truxton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had the assignment to wash the dishes, and they have a big machine, you know.
Right.
This guy, it's changed my life. I'm not exaggerating. This guy said, you know what? He was showing me how to operate the machine. He said, if you organize washing dishes or anything, you can organize your life. Now, what I read into that was doing your best, or me doing my best to wash them dishes.
Yep.
And I ended up taking a big pride in that. And sure enough, I'm just saying what happened. I would get all those dishes taken care of, and the women, I'm just saying, it was some attractive women that was going to church. They was going to the chapel. I'm telling you the truth. All right. Every once in a while, see, they would get penalized if they was late for chapel.
But that was at Bethany's.
That was at Bethany.
And then you learned you read between the signs, or you read the signs.
Well, actually, they told me something.
Okay.
I'm washing dishes.
Right.
That's my job, and I'm taking pride in it. Every once in a while, because ain't nobody perfect. A lot of times, administrators can make mistakes, and every once in a while, they might hire somebody that really don't care. I'm just saying. All right.
But what you did,
they would get set up, and here were these young ladies at 6:30 in the morning cooking, because there's a lot of food, right?
Right.
They said, and I could tell they was like in desperation, because other people got kicked out because one administrator didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they was going to be late to go to chapel because their responsibility was to wash the big pans. All right? And they came to me, and like, I could tell it was like serious to them.
Okay.
And they said, you know, could you help us out with this? I said, yeah, bring me all them pans. Wow. But let me tell you why I was able to do it. Because that guy had showed me how to organize the freaking dishes soon as somebody dropped them off. I stack them up. So anyway, I ended up having time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Leftover time, yeah.
And so I washed their pans for them.
Yeah,
they were so grateful. Every day.
Because you were able to pick up
every day.
Right.
They made me a plate.
Goes down.
You hear
what I'm saying?
Made you a plate. Huh?
They made me a plate. They were so grateful because they would have got kicked out of the mission if they was late for chapel. And they gave me the big piece of chicken.
Chicken, huh?
Shoot. That was a blessing. It changed my life.
What was it, a breast or a thigh?
Well, I love the legs.
You like the legs?
I was crazy addicted to the breast. But the thing I liked the most was when I put my hands on them thighs.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken, baby. All right.
Where's the fried
chicken? Speaking of reading the signs, there's a little thing about
he was wrong for that.
Dealing with life out here. There's help you can get. We were talking about getting help and knowing different people. One of the things that'll help you as far as like housing or even getting like food vouchers and stuff like that is to start off with the welfare office and get yourself your Medi-Cal. There's a lot of Medi-Cal stuff. They'll get you some Uber rides. They'll get you some vouchers for wherever you need to go. Get you some clothes, get you some bus rides, and get you just food on the general. But then they'll take you there to go get it, and they'll hook you up with it's a whole network of people inside the welfare office that are designed. Their job is to help you out, but they're not going to tell you what they do, right? And they don't walk around with a sign saying this is what I'm about. But if you ask questions, like I walk in, I play dumb right off the bat. I don't know nothing about nothing. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't even know which way the sky works.
You get more help that
And
way.
then they'll come and they will take me by the hand and say, "Come on, Simple Simon, let's go."
Explain to me like
Step
I'm
by
4
step.
years
And I
old.
need it because explain it to me like I'm 4 because I'm out there and I'm gonna miss something and I'm too smart to hear it and I'll miss it and then I'm back there 3 months waiting on something that took 10 minutes. It's like it's happened before. They got general assistance. I went in there, asked for general assistance help, and I was like, "Look, I'm out here sleeping on this curb, and the only thing I got to borrow somebody's charger just to keep trucking, and I'm waiting for these calls." They're like, "Oh, okay, well, right now we don't have anybody here. We've got maybe 2 weeks out before there's going to be any openings, or any beds or anything. Suck it up, Buttercup. Sit on back. Go down to the welfare office. Say, look, man, I just need a little something to make it through." They're like, "All right, well, come on back." I got a letter. And they had me get ready for your interview. I assumed it was a phone interview, and it was an in-person interview. It wasn't an interview, it was orientation. And I'm over here waiting on the phone for 3 days past. Like, hey, y'all are tripping. What's going on? By the time they let me know, they're like, "No, you messing up." I said, "I got the paper right here in my backpack. Let me pull it out." "Oh, yeah, you're right."
You didn't see it. You
Didn't
didn't
see
miss
the sign.
it.
Yeah, I missed the sign because I wasn't reading it right. I was too busy thinking about how they work the system instead of reading about how they work the system to understand that different things do different things.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Because they're different.
But what's important is getting that Medi-Cal insurance. You can even get like sober living homes if you're struggling with your drug addiction or your alcohol addiction, and you're living on the street and you're like, "I need to quit this, and I need to get off of where I'm at." Well, if you have medical insurance, you can live in somebody's sober living homes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and if you feel like you hearing voices too many times, or
current mental health,
you just swinging.
Yeah.
Swinging on that. Okay, I'm happy over here, and then you get manic. Whoa, you swing off to the other side.
Yeah, you can
went
go
from hella happy to hella pissed.
Right.
Talk to the mental health.
You can go get an assessment at these certain places, and they'll assess you, and they'll give you a team to work with you.
Yeah, you get
and
a
help
whole
you
team.
with your lifestyle and stuff.
Right. And there's a place in Shafter, Team Challenge. I ran into them a couple of weeks ago. They were getting our food out there, and what is that?
Out in Shafter?
Central Park.
Okay.
They call it the Doug Park or Central Park, and I went out there and I told them what I was experiencing, and they told me, "Well, if you want, you can go to a team challenge." I said, "No, I got me a place."
Right.
And, but they needed. They said they have room. So
yeah, you get your
what Ben
ID.
was saying, you know, if you got your Medi-Cal or ID, whatever, you know, they got places where they can accept you and give you a bed and, and a roof over your head.
Yep.
And then get your ID and your Medi-Cal. That'll help you get your phone. The phone will help you be connected.
Step after step.
Step. All the
Follow
little
the
things.
steps. And that can be done down there where he's talking about.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Down at the welfare office, what is that? 100 East California. 100 East California.
Yeah.
Right off of California and Union.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the welfare office. What's it really called? The Department of Housing?
Yeah.
Health and Human Services.
Health and Human Services.
Then over here you have where you get your license at. The license
Human
costs you
Public
about
Services.
Yeah, humans.
How much does license cost you when you go over there?
The license is like $40-50 now,
Over
but
there,
your ID
there.
is like $30-40. You get it for free if you go to the Catholic Charities, Garden Pathways, the Whole Person Care.
Right, you get the license.
Where else? Somebody else does
ID.
too.
That's like your
You
key.
can get your California
California ID is your key.
ID. With the ID and the insurance card,
You got access.
hundreds of doors will open up to
Yeah.
you
Right.
to help you, not have to be sleeping on a curb.
Connect
or a
the
pillow.
dots. Connect the dots.
And while you at it, that's the first. Try to get a copy of your Social Security
Yeah.
and then keep it with you.
Keep
And
that
talk to
good.
Social Security office
If
too.
you have those
One on
two
Haley.
things,
Those three.
you'll be on your way.
Those three.
Yeah.
And those things you can get with just, those are the opening doors. These are the little foundational steps to start building the whole rest of your life back on, and rebuilding your life
Rebuilding
with.
your life with.
So,
You
and
can
these
do
are
it.
things you can do without an address, things you can do without a vehicle. The bus runs to all these spots, but then you don't even have to worry about the bus. If you can get there,
You're right.
they'll give you a bus pass.
Yeah.
Your
And
bus
from the
pass.
welfare office, for sure.
You got the right health insurance, they'll give you a bus pass.
Right.
Over your phone. You don't have to work
Yeah.
anything.
Use my phone. I give you the number. There's the number for the medical the medical Uber. I don't know the number offhand, but I know it's a 844. If you call the 800 number, it's 844-8 and then some numbers.
I think I got some numbers.
and some numbers. You know, you figure out the rest. Just start plugging it in. Just start whatever until it works.
That's the way life is. You figure out the rest.
I got right here. I got the transportation
Okay, here
number
we go.
right here. It's 661-426-2089.
One more.
661-426-2089.
2089.
Call that. If you have the right insurance, they'll hook you up a Uber ride,
Mm-hmm.
give you bus tickets based on your own what your insurance is.
Yep, with your insurance. If you got Kern Family,
Yeah,
or if you
Family
have
for sure.
HealthNet. HealthNet doesn't have as much help
That's Current Family.
as Kern Family for sure, but they will still. It's still better than hoofing it all over town.
Yeah.
But look, also, don't be discouraged if you hit a couple of walls or some obstacles, because just like you might know exactly what to do, and that's a blessing to learn the first steps, you know, there's always some not so nice or downright evil energies to try to hinder you.
They're always there.
You know, haterism is actually an energy. You know, I mean, it's parts of the universe that just want to stop you from making it, because it's parts of the universe that don't want you to come up because you might help somebody else.
Yeah.
You gotta always remember that's outside your realm of control.
There you go.
Your realm of control is your body, your thoughts, your actions.
So
And your will to
Anybody
keep
else is
trying
doing
regardless.
Serenity prayer.
Don't give up.
Everything else is here and there. You know how
Don't
you
be
deal
a
with
quitter.
Change
Don't
what
be
you
a
can.
quitter.
And
accept things you cannot change.
Don't
And
do-
when the curse
No, yeah.
things you can, whatever they say,
what
it
you
works.
can do, what you can't,
Right.
don't trip, and and then be happy and smart enough that you know the difference. There it is.
In other ways,
That's it right
Yes, there's better words for it, but
there.
y'all know.
Do your best. Gotta do the rest.
Comment down below if
You
you
guys
know
Yeah.
if you know the Serenity prayer.
Because we don't know it.
you guys know that obstacles are always going to be there, but
Yeah.
don't let the obstacles bring you down.
Come on.
When you get an obstacle, get back up and keep forward. Don't let that obstacle keep you in the ground. Get right back up with more strength.
You'll be stronger.
And
You'll be stronger.
ask the Lord to give you the strength.
The adversary is
For good
strong.
purposes.
He's just an adversary, though.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all.
Don't let a speed bump become a mountain in your story.
Just an
Exactly.
adversary.
Get over it. Keep trucking.
And don't give that negative energy power. You know, it's
Forward
like
motion.
it's like
Like
somebody
you see it and don't see it.
somebody provoking you or challenging you, and you this close. You know, right around the corner might be your blessing, and somebody is sent to like get you angry, to get you
Distract you,
upset.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you buy into it, you are helping that energy to stop yourself.
You lose your focus. You have to have your focus. You don't have your
Yeah,
focus.
you could do it. Everybody sitting on this panel has been through some deep stuff, all right? But here we are, and we know who we can turn to. You know, reach out for your sources that's here on earth, but whenever it feel like you ain't getting the help that you need, God send an angel to help you.
Right?
You know, I know what I'm talking about. You put me on a lie detector test, and I'll tell you.
Now another thing besides the insurance, which you know how to get, your ID, which we told you how to get. There's other things you'll run into, which will be in the court settings. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through that alone either. Now you can't afford a lawyer, right? Baby mama tripping, right? Oh, boss is tripping, or the neighbor ran me over, or whatever happens, right? You got issues. You can go down to the courthouse. What is it, 1415 Truxton?
Yeah.
Yeah. And go to the third floor, and what do you find out there? Tell me about
Find a
it.
law library up there, or then they'll help you out. Most anything that you want to do, you go up there, you sign in, and let them know what you're looking to do, and they'll direct you with the computers and the books and everything, and help you fill out forms and things like that. They most likely would send you to the self-help center where they have family law, juvenile services, felony division, civil division, and they'll basically tell you how to navigate these systems
So they
on
won't
your
fill it out
own.
for you, but they'll help you.
You'll be on your own. You'll be per se dependent.
Okay.
Or you be the man. You don't need nobody representing you.
Okay.
These people to help you.
And you can do that. You go to the library, third floor.
Go third floor on the
Right,
third floor of 1415 Truxton Avenue.
Right there on 1415
Right,
Truxton.
and there's a number 661-868-5320.
What again?
661-868-5320.
Okay.
Yes.
And that one's the number for the law
That's
library.
the law
So
library.
you can start by just calling the number. You call 661-868-5320.
Right.
Say, hey, look,
I don't know where you're at, or how do I get to where you're at? Can you help me with this issue or with that issue? And they'll let you know what's going on and have you come see them.
and they won't give you nothing on the phone, legalese, and they won't
No,
give you
no,
legal
no.
help, but they will at least
Yeah.
tell you where they're at, how to get to
They're
them.
not lawyers. They're not lawyers.
And
They
if from
can't
there,
represent you. They
Spend all day. Yeah, they can't represent
No,
you.
they
They're not
can't.
lawyers.
No,
They just
they're
work
not.
there. They're just
Yeah.
civil servants.
Right.
But you'll be able to get there, and then the extra help that you'll get, which is still not lawyering, but it's closer to,
And the
best
best
you can
thing,
get for free is at that self-help center.
the self-help center, they got a center here called landlord-tenant assistance. If you have a
Landlord-tenant
problem with landlord and tenant issues, you go there and they'll help you fill out the paperwork to get that straight.
What's the phone number for them?
The
Can you
phone number
contact
for the
them?
landlord-tenant assistance is 661-610-6299.
Okay.
661-610-6299. That's landlord tenant assistance. If you're having any problem with your landlord, they'll put you through and help you get that paperwork done. So,
Okay, I think some of you really might need this. I don't know who this is for, but they also have flyers because sometimes once a month,
all right.
pro bono attorneys.
Sorry.
Don't worry, we'll see you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks, man. You was really good.
Yeah, thank you for the court information.
Yeah.
You know, and then we can go down to the law library again and be able to get that
Get
taken care of.
busy, get busy.
What
Yeah,
I-
get
what I-
busy.
what I-
Get doing something.
What I was saying is they do have some pro bono attorneys that come. It's once a month, and normally they go to the county library, which is the Bill Memorial Library.
Right.
Right on track.
Yeah, but those flyers
What's the address?
to the Bill Memorial Library.
Yeah.
I don't know offhand.
Okay. It's on Truxton and Q?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Near
really
the property.
big.
Pete turns into Q, right?
Actually,
That's
it's
right. That's
Truxton,
right.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's a big building.
Big
Because
books,
they
big library shaped building?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they helped me when I needed some help for my son.
Right.
That's true.
You know, so but those resources can guide you to what you need. It's just so much out there, and you just might know about it. They can only do so much. They can make
Right,
some
right.
flyers and put it out, but that's what we're trying to do. We trying to pass on information to you that you might not know about, and it can make a difference in your life. So.
Yeah. Two more
ask
things to
people.
piggyback off of you on that same thing was, summer's coming. Summer's coming. We're already in the 90s. It's a thing. It's not going to cool down for another 6 months. The library is free for people to go to, and they have air conditioning. If you're out there and you're in between addresses and you're sweating, you're going to get heat stroke and you got nowhere else to go, post up at the library. While you're there, take advantage of their little information booth they got, and they got a bunch of flyers on the table across the way, and there's people there that are trying to help you help yourself. Don't just kill time and be like, oh, I just don't want to be outside. But you could be talking to
Right.
that lawyer that actually shows up once a month. I forgot all about that. There's a
Right.
guy there
Yeah.
that shows up every single month for free. A couple of them, right?
Yes, a
Yeah.
number of them.
It's a
Matter of
couple.
fact, that Amazon go there, me and you, there, Stephon. That
Yeah,
orientation.
that's
Is it?
true. That's
So
right.
look, you can get a job
Get a
just
job.
by posting
Get a
at the
job,
library.
yeah.
They got a whole program
Yeah.
up
Just
there.
don't break the rules and the security to be going to. I
Yeah.
was there when I was home.
It's
never
cold
had a problem.
water.
See?
It's a restroom, and I know for a fact
Movies.
they can't say this, but they told me, and they told me to tell other people. So that's what I'm doing. The administrators of the library are very tolerant. They can't say this. They're very tolerant of somebody that wants to wash up in the library bathroom, but you have to be discreet and you have to be fast and you have to clean up behind yourself. And that's one of those things. If somebody starts doing that too often and they don't clean up behind themselves, or they're not,
There's always that one.
then they'll have to prohibit it. But at this time, they're very tolerant because they want
Right.
to help. But their hands get tied if members of the public don't at least try
Yeah, that's another thing too. Being out there, if you really camped out somewhere and you're not in anybody's yard or couch surfing or anything, you could be clean and just being clean. Not saying you gotta scrub and wear a suit and tie every day, but I mean, don't leave trash wherever you're at.
Right.
Roll up your setup. You got a tent, set it up, whatever. In the morning, roll it up, put it on your shopping cart, whatever.
That's that effort.
Clean up. Make it look like you weren't there. Or if you look like you're there, like you're supposed to be there. It's not trash everywhere. There's not bonfires popping off. Then you'll actually get a lot more leniency from passerbys.
Well, Ben says clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
To be straight.
Right.
I guarantee you, God will bless you to come across a broom or a piece of a broom. If you are seen sweeping up outside someplace, somebody's going to notice and they're going to appreciate it.
Right.
All right? It's going to make a difference. That's that energy I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Doing my best to wash the dishes. Do your best to do whatever. Do your best. Karma is real.
Be as small of a burden to society as possible until you can then be a benefit of society.
Yeah.
So we got this, I know it's kind of talking fast and stuff, but we started late. We're running long.
Well, we don't want to really do that.
Ran out of topics that I wrote on my styrofoam pad. So
yeah. So look, we're gonna wrap this
chicken
up.
grease.
Peace out.
All right.
Right.
I want to remind everybody, whenever you hear the name Cat Williams or Jaguar Wright, just remember they started in a situation that was really hard, but they got blessed. Everybody sitting here is blessed. I know everybody here have helped people. All right. I feel like this man saved my life by showing me how to eat. You know.
Don't forget how to do those small the 5 and dimes.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody beat Eric on showing us how to eat.
Yeah, he'll show you everything there is to know about everything.
The brother hand created a calendar.
Stop being so
I ain't gonna
humble.
go into that. I ain't gonna get into
Eddie
that.
just
But look,
We'll get him out eventually.
we appreciate you, and we are praying, and we want you to support us. Tell somebody. Take some notes sometime. There might just be something that you was meant to hear that can change your life. One thing, one miracle from God could change your life. Hang in there. So look, be good to yourself, be good to others, and always acknowledge a higher power to your own understanding.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
We out of here.
Also, if anything touched you, mention what it is in the comments so we can do more of it. And if there's anything you would like to know about or you really want to let the world know about, again, put it in the comments. We read them. And then we'll
Exactly.
we'll do
what he
something about
said.
it. We'll do something about it.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right. We're out. Like Polaroid pants. I'm out.